Live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman Television, here we present to you tonight's news bulletin. First, the headlines. The United Nations General Assembly selects the Sultanate to chair top-level activity to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the approval of the Convention of the Rights of the Child. The Sultanate's embassies and its wilayats continue celebrations of the 49th Glorious National Day. A number of cooperation agreements are signed to strengthen partnership with small and medium-sized enterprises on the sideline of Entrepreneurship Products Exhibition Riyadh. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. In appreciation of the efforts exerted by the Sultanate in the field of child rights care and in recognition of its significant role in taking care of child, the United Nations General Assembly assigned the Sultanate to chair top-level activities in marking the celebration of the 30th anniversary of the approval of the Convention of the Rights of the Child. The Sultanate's embassy in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia held a reception ceremony on the occasion of the 49th Glorious National Day. The ceremony, held in the capital city of Riyadh, was attended by a number of diplomats and military personnel from the Gulf Arab countries along with other world countries. On behalf of His Royal Highness Prince Faisal bin Bandar bin Abdul Aziz, Emir of Riyadh, the ceremony was attended by His Excellency Sahmi bin Shuwaimi bin Fawaz, the advisor and supervisor at the office of His Royal Highness the Emir of Riyadh. Upon their arrivals, they were received by Dr. Ahmed bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Sultanate's ambassador accredited to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Officials from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia expressed their sincere greetings and best wishes to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos and the Omani people on this happy occasion, and praying to Almighty Allah to grant His Majesty good health, happiness and long life. They hailed the development being witnessed by the Sultanate in various levels under the wise leadership of His Majesty the Sultan. His Excellency Saud bin Ali Al-Raqaishi, Sultan's ambassador to Tunisia, held a reception ceremony on the occasion of the 49th Glorious National Day. The ceremony was attended by representatives from the Tunisian government, diplomats, political and media personalities and intellectuals. The event was a valuable occasion to affirm on the deeply rooted relations binding the Sultanate and Tunisia. The event also came to highlight the comprehensive development being witnessed by the Sultanate in all aspects. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saeed Al Busaidi, Sultanate ambassador accredited to Japan, held a reception ceremony on the Sultanate's 49th Glorious National Day. The ceremony was attended by a number of ministers and officials from the government. It was also attended by eminent personalities from various sectors of the Japanese society, along with the heads and members of the Arab and foreign diplomatic missions, international organizations and Omani citizens. On the sideline of the event, a corner was allocated for Special Economic Zone in Duqm, a corner for Omani handicrafts and photographs from the Omani environment and its cultural heritage was also allocated, in addition to reviewing visual presentations on the Omani Renaissance. The Sultanate's embassy in Indonesia held a reception ceremony on the occasion of the 49th Glorious National Day. The event was attended by Her Excellency Aida Fauzia, the Indonesian Minister of Manpower, in addition to a number of Arab Asian Group and other friendly countries' ambassadors. Also attended the event by some political and intellectual figures in Indonesia. The ceremony included some parts that shed light on the achievements of the Blessed Renaissance being led by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. The Sultanate's embassy in the Swiss capital of Bern held a ceremony on the occasion of 49th Glorious National Day. It was held under the auspices of Delegate Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Ahmed al-Shanfari, charged the affairs of the Sultan's embassy in Switzerland. The event was attended by a number of senior officials, a host of media men, intellectuals and public figures in Switzerland. The attendees congratulate the leader and people of Oman for this great occasion, wishing the country further progress and prosperity. Rejoicing the 49th glorious National Day, His Excellency Sheikh Suhail bin Mahad al-Mashani, the Wali of Hema, held a ceremony on this occasion. His Excellency the Wali received citizens and residents of the Wilaya along with a number of officials in the government units and sheikhs. The ceremony activities included a number of poems, traditional arts and national songs on the love of the country and His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. On the occasion of the 49th glorious National Day, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abd al-Sattar al-Kamali, Deputy Wali of Suwaiq, held a reception ceremony which was attended by the citizens and residents of the Wilaya. The citizens expressed their delight on this happy occasion and the achievements being witnessed by the Sultanate in various sectors. Rejoicing the 49th glorious National Day, His Excellency Sheikh Awad bin Abdullah al-Mandari, Wali of Saham, held a reception ceremony on this occasion. The ceremony was attended by a number of dignitaries, sheikhs, citizens and residents in the Wilaya, along with a number of officials from various public and private sectors establishments. They expressed their sincere greetings and best wishes to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos on this happy occasion and praying to Almighty Allah to grant His Majesty good health, happiness and long life. During the ceremony, poems on the love of the homeland and its leader were recited and some traditional singing arts were performed. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin, olive trees in Al-Jabal Al-Akhdar witnesses a steady growth in cultivation with the continuous support of the government. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed al-Shaybaniya, Minister of Education, handed over the UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Conservation 2019 to Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and Environment, which is located in the Republic of India. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
Budapest, the capital of Hungary and its largest city, also known as the Pearl of the Danube, one of the longest rivers in Europe. Here, one of the world's most prestigious environmental awards, the UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Conservation, was presented.
Oman is extremely proud of the accomplishments made possible through the UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Conservation. Over the past 3 decades, the prize has been awarded globally to various institutions, groups, as well as individuals in recognition of their efforts to conduct research and raise awareness in the field of environmental protection.
The UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Conservation is unique. To our knowledge, it is the only prize in UNESCO, in the United Nations, that recognizes environmental conservation. And His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said of Oman has actually recognized the value of conserving nature and nature's benefit to people and well-being today.
This year, the award was granted to the Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and the Environment, ATRI, in India, for its efforts to safeguard the environment at the community level and for its activities related to sustainable development and livelihood generation programs.
One of the reasons I think we have received this awards is that we are very multidimensional in our approach, and we look at conservation not only from the point of view of ecology and environment, but also from the point of view of social dimensions, economic dimensions, and political dimensions.
Thanking His Majesty Sultan Qaboos for awarding ATRI this wonderful prize. I think it says a lot about the work that ATRI has done, and it says even more about how we have to value the biodiversity that we are trying to conserve in India, for which this award would be very useful. For example, we are looking forward to using the award for some very exciting ways in which we can conserve biodiversity and natural resources of India.
The UNESCO Sultan Qaboos Prize for Environmental Conservation, since its establishment in 1989 during His Majesty's visit to the UNESCO headquarters, has been touring all continents of the world. It is awarded every 2 years to international scientists, institutions, and organizations which contribute significantly to the conservation of the environment. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
On the sideline of the Entrepreneurs Products Exhibition and within the efforts being exerted by RIADA and other bodies, a number of cooperation agreements were signed. The 15 agreements of understanding were signed with a number of small and medium enterprises establishments. The move aimed to support these enterprises. As part of the agreements, Haya Water Company signed 10 agreements with 10 small and medium-sized enterprises to award projects to connect houses with main network at West Water Treatment Plant in the Wilaya of Al Amrat. As part of its training plans to sustain its high level of combating performance and efficiency, the Royal Army of Oman continues its participation in the Omani-French joint exercise. It will last till the 20th of November. It aims to exchange expertise and keep pace with latest developments in the military field. Specialized units from Royal Army of Oman are taking part in the exercise along with their French counterparts. Coordination and harmony among the participating forces in conducting joint missions are part of the training program of the exercise. Olive trees are among the wild trees that grow in Al Jabal Al Akhdar. Citizens of the area plant these trees in their farms to achieve good economic returns. The climate and soil of Jabal Al Akhdar is suitable to grow such crop. To encourage farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth imported the best seedlings and then distributed them to farmers to plant them in their plantations, in addition to providing required equipment such as olive squeezers and marketing support for the products. Current season's figures showed that quantity of production amounted to more than 60,000 kilograms and quantity of extracted oil reached around 8,000 liters. The Marella Discovery cruise ship visited the Sultanate for the third time with a passenger exchange between Port Sultan Qaboos and Muscat International Airport. To learn more about this, Saleh Khalfan al-Rahbi will tell us.
As part of the efforts of the Ministry of Tourism to strengthen the cruise ship sector in the Sultanate in cooperation with various stakeholders, the Marella Discovery cruise ship visited the Sultanate for the third time with a passenger exchange between Port Sultan Qaboos and Muscat International Airport.
We are delighted that the Marella Discovery will exchange passengers for the third time this season through the Sultan Qaboos Port and Muscat International Airport, with around 1,400 passengers from the UK.
The exchange of passengers supports the plans of the Ministry of Tourism in its strategy to promote the tourism sector and turn the ports of the Sultanate to platforms for regional tours by these cruise ships. Over 2 consecutive days, 700 passengers arrived to the Sultanate through Muscat International Airport, via direct flights from Gatwick, Manchester and Birmingham airports in the UK. They were taken from the airport to Port Sultan Qaboos to embark on a cruise tour to the region's ports via Marella Discovery. Those 700 passengers swapped places with 700 passengers of the ship who departed from Muscat International Airport by the same flights back to the UK.
This is our second time coming to Muscat. We were very pleased to be able to come to Muscat today because it is such a beautiful, beautiful city. We are hoping to take a walking tour round the beautiful city here because we are so pleased to be here.
Second time in Muscat. I came 3 years ago and I liked the shopping so much I came back again.
The cruise ship sector in Oman is witnessing an increase in the number of voyages and tourist groups coming to the Sultanate. This season, the number is expected to reach 314 ships, including approximately 71 visits to Salalah Port, 75 to Khasab Port, while Sultan Qaboos Port will witness 168 visits. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Salih Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The 8th postgraduate course in clinical diabetes and the second to be held in Oman in collaboration between the Gulf Group for Study of Diabetes and European Association for the Studies in Diabetes, supported by Lilly, kicked off in Muscat. The three-day course, which gathers about 200 participants of medical staff, aims to familiarize the health workers in the diabetes clinics of the primary and specialized health care centers across the Sultanate on the latest developments in diabetes treatment and complications. The course highlights the challenges facing the diabetes care in the Gulf region, illness associated with diabetes, the role of new technology in diabetes care in pregnancy, managing type 2 diabetes in childhood, future challenges in diabetes care, diabetic foot syndrome, quality assessment in the diabetic clinic, management of cardiovascular risk factors in diabetes, the economic and social burden of diabetes, and others.
This is the second time we're holding this postgraduate course in Muscat. The number of delegates have almost increased by another 1/3 to 200 plus from different countries around the Gulf and also from Pakistan attending the course. Basically, this course is to highlight the latest advances and guidelines for diabetes, looking at our epidemiological profiles and data in order to sort of introduce new therapies without of expanding, although it's a big challenge because the drugs are not as cheap and the complications are on the rise.
This course that we are having today in Oman, this is the 8th course for diabetes, and we have been through all the countries in the Gulf, and today we are in the beautiful city of Muscat, the capital of Sultanate of Oman. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Omanis for the National Day. This course, actually, diabetes, we are aiming to introduce what is new in the management of diabetes for our doctors. And our aim is mainly for the family health care doctors and for the general practitioners to give them more knowledge about diabetes so they have more confidence to manage their patients and they can treat their patients in a better way to achieve a better result in controlling blood sugar. Thank you very much and wish all the Omanis and all our people in the Gulf a healthy life.
The course includes interactive lectures and presentations of lectures from the Gulf Group Studies in Diabetes GGSD and the European Association of Studies in Diabetes EASD. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The United Nations General Assembly select the Sultanate to chair top-level activity to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the approval of the Convention on the Rights of the Child. The Sultanate's embassies and its wilayats continue celebrations of the 49th Glorious National Day. Number of cooperation agreements are signed to strengthen partnership with small and medium-sized enterprises on the sideline of Entrepreneurs Products Exhibition in Riyadh. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman Television. Thank you for joining us and good night.